What's going on, people? Welcome to, I don't know if we're going to call this a podcast. We're going to call this a watch party. I don't know. But you guys can see I am joined by Mr. AJ Morris. Welcome to whatever we're going to do. Call this, man. Welcome to the video.
Yeah, I think a watch along is the right terminology.
A watch along.
So
The
I'm
first ever
I'm not
Natty
sure if
News
this
watch along.
yeah, I'm not sure if this has been done actually really at all in natural bodybuilding because I don't think we've had really the opportunity to have live streams of this quality where you can also see some of the best pros
Yep.
in a lineup that's got decent lighting, a lineup that's got a free live stream that's not buffering all the time.
Yeah.
So this is, I mean, first and foremost, I think you'll say the same thing, but like hats off to the ANBF because this just, I mean, this takes serious effort to do and put on this.
Oh, for sure. For sure. So we just witnessed Ramon taking the overall in, I guess, the amateurs, that would be.
Yeah, the amateurs. So there was six bodybuilding classes. All of them looked very competitive.
Yeah.
Ramon
Big
took, I think
numbers.
he was like bodybuilding four or something, maybe five, and then he was very close between him and Stevo, who actually just won his WMBF Pro card recently. He won the overall at the WMBF Netherlands.
Yeah,
So
he's damn impressive too. Like seeing
he's
him
amazing,
in some
man.
of those
He is
professional photos,
amazing.
man.
Yeah.
It's wild, dude. Like I see new people every day that I'm like, where'd you come from? Where'd you come from? And it's just like the quality, man. Like it's getting harder and harder to hit those top spots when you've got, I mean, we're gonna watch pros, right? And
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
see that right now, like what the top of the sport actually looks like. But some of these
Yeah.
amateurs, dude, it's just like what the I mean, even Ramon's what, 23, 24?
Oh yeah, I think he's 24, maybe 25 now. So
Crazy.
but man, he's nailed it this year. Like took all the lessons from 21 and just like nailed the prep, like
Yeah.
started in a great spot.
Yeah.
It got like he was like already in decent shape like by June, he was already on stage in June, obviously not in peak shape, but he saved his best to these most important shows. And I know he's going all the way to WMBF Worlds. And
Yeah.
I'm very confident he's going to be, incredibly competitive there. I don't know whether I'm imagining he'll now do WMF Worlds as a pro. I'm imagining that he's going to just keep the pro card he's got. But I think the reason why he had to do amateurs here was because he's not yet competed as a pro.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think to other federations, he's still considered an amateur until he competes as a pro. I think
Right,
that's the way
right.
it works.
So is the ANBF this one anyways, for those listening that are maybe American, this is different from the American ANBF. Is this like an unaffiliated, like come one, come all kind of deal?
So the pro class is, which I think is smart.
Yep.
You basically can be from any recognized pro. You have to apply, so you have to get approved. So you can't
Okay.
just have like, let's say, I don't know, a random pro card from some random
Yeah.
natural federation that's been created. It has to be recognized, and but the pro card that Ramon just won is a DFAC pro card. They are affiliated
Okay.
internationally with DFAC.
Okay. Gotcha. That
Yeah.
makes sense then.
So and
Yeah.
then
So I
Vicky
saw.
McCann, who runs like the BNBF with Guy
Yep.
Addison in the UK, she's on the judging panel with one of the other BNBF judges as well.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. So we are rocking up to the pros. Just gonna rhyme off some names. We got Keefe in the lineup here. We've got your man Ben is in
Ben
here.
Lloyd, yeah.
Ben Lloyd. We've got Kevin Hernandez. We've got Julian, who looks damn
Okay, yeah, yeah,
impressive.
yeah.
Who else do we got? Daniel Kubik's in here. So we've got no shortage of talent that's going to be on this stage. Who's your
Absolutely, man.
who's your early pick? Who's your front runner? Let's play a little game.
So I see people going like Kevin, 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 Kevin. I've not seen Kevin in person. He looks incredibly impressive. Um, if I'm being honest with you, mate, I think early doors it's going to be between Julian Brewski and Daniel Kubik.
I agree.
That's my bet. But I've not seen Kevin in person, so I think Kevin Hernandez will be very much in the mix.
Yep. Yep.
Um, but let's see, it could go anyway.
Um, so stoked for this. So yeah, just kind of shout out to the ANBF for the production, like we were talking about earlier, right? Like We've got the static shot here, but they've got drones going around. You see guys kind of bouncing around on stage with different angles of footage. So, and to be a free live stream, right? Like that's what's going to get the sport exposure, which everybody talks about till they're blue in the face, right? Natural bodybuilding needs exposure.
Yeah.
Last year, Dirk and Benjamin Schuster were the top two. Benjamin taking that win.
Yeah, Benjamin obviously won the amateurs, and then well, Benjamin just had a year of winning amateurs, and then just just going and then also smoking the pros.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's
Again,
one of those like
another, yeah.
crazy freaks.
And for what, 23, 24 years old too, right? Like just so young.
Yeah.
It's nice. What do you think of some are doing like really fancy digital backgrounds. Obviously here the ANBF's pretty basic with the black, just the logo in the background. What do you like about that or dislike?
Yeah, you know what? I think the digital background is good if they do something to like introduce the athlete like they did in Taiwan with the WMBF. I thought it was unbelievable.
That
But
was
as long as
crazy.
it doesn't affect the stage light, that could because that can sometimes be a problem. But I think here is what they're doing is really nice because in the pictures you'll only see the ANBF and the black background, and it doesn't affect the actual bodybuilder
Sure.
background. But
Yep.
as a spectator, you get to use the screen to watch some of the show, but also have some extra information and things like that on there, like the introducing the athletes, giving out like what they won in the past. I
Yeah.
think it's nice to have a screen there if you can get one for sure.
hmm hmm Yeah, it gives people that are watching a little bit of insight as to who and like what qualifications they have, maybe what titles they've won. We can see in the top here, GNBF winner of men's bodybuilding. So they're educating people too, right? Not only the exposure, but it's education of the athletes. And you know, there's people that I'm going to see right now for the first time, right? So
Yeah, that's it. And I think the sport of natural bodybuilding, we need to build like names. We need to build like, even more like role models and people to look up to. And
yeah,
I think there's a lot of people doing a superb job at that. Like Ramon's one of those guys, like he's got huge following on Instagram and doing a great job to push natural bodybuilding. So you just need more people like that. And that's what's also going to put, people in the crowd because
yeah,
people want to come and watch Ramon.
no, for
So
sure.
as long as we keep doing that, then it's just going to get bigger and bigger. But yeah, this is great. Here's Ben.
There's Ben right here.
His glutes are literally hanging off like 5 foot away from his body.
So what did the last couple of days for Ben look like? Obviously, for those listening, AJ is Ben's coach.
Very simple for Ben. He's got one of the most predictable bodies on planet Earth, to be honest with you. So a very, very gradual linear load. We're going all
Perfect.
the way to WMBF Worlds, so we've got quite a way yet. So I wouldn't say that he's like absolutely 100%, but
Sure.
he's he's close. He's really not far. Like we're talking like, and obviously he's going to Denmark in a couple of weeks. He'll probably be like another 2 pound leaner for Denmark.
Yep.
But this already is pretty damn sharp. Like we're talking glute striated up into the mid glute.
Yeah.
But for him, normally we'll get to the top glute, but we need to save that because he's gotten tired a lot in other preps and
Right. Right.
faded.
Yep. Yep. Here's Daniel
Cubic.
Kubik, one of your top picks. Another very
Yeah,
impressive athlete that's in his late 20s, not even touching 30 yet.
seriously good. Seriously good.
His shape's incredible, eh?
Crazy side chest. Crazy. Arms, delts, chest, full blown. Yep. Crazy glutes.
So good. So good.
I think this is the best cubic that I've seen
Yeah.
just from like looking at some of his recent pictures.
He's another one too that's been, he's been competing the last couple months, it feels like, and is only getting better, right? Yeah, 28. There we go. Top there, 28.
Most muscular is nice, nasty.
This is gonna be good, man.
Oh man, so much muscle on that dude. Here's
I think
Kevin.
I saw Ramon pumping up backstage. It'll be interesting to see what he looks like if he's jumping in right here.
Oh, Kevin's excited, man. That's good to see. See, man, that's some stage presence.
Yeah. He's round, eh? He's just this round ball of
He's
muscle.
big. He's big.
Yeah.
He's big, and he knows he's big, which is a big in these lineups. Like
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
gotta know you gotta want to win. You know, if you don't have the stage presence, you can get easily lost in a lineup that's
I love
this high
that pose on
quality.
him. That front lat spread is so good.
Yeah, he's seriously good.
Oh, this is gonna
He's
be
31 as well, so yeah, a lot of searching. He's had a lot of pre-workout.
perfect. Give me all the caffeine. Okay, here we go. This is both of our pick, I think.
Yeah, you're picking him as well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's my pick. He's tall, he's big,
25.
he's 25, and he's a unit.
Wow. Wow.
Another one
Yeah.
too that's been on a tear this season, right? Show seems like show after show after show and just continues to look incredible.
Yeah, seriously good. Seriously good. Back double. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, he's going to be hard to beat.
25 years old. Wow.
Number 8. Please welcome from Portugal, João Pinto.
It's cool like where like over in Europe how people can just travel to like from all over the place because it's a relatively short distance to get to all these shows, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think that's why Europe at the moment is kind of booming for natural bodybuilding. Is people can easily come to these shows, travel and go, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like you can do like a circuit to a certain degree, right? You can go Germany,
Definitely.
Austria, Denmark, all these places and then, for a lot of athletes to do that final trek over to North America for Worlds or something like that, right? Or the Natural Olympia, whatever, as your finisher. But
Yeah.
leading up to that, you can just go bang, 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 bang.
Our next athlete from Spain, Sergio Blanco.
Yeah, we met Sergio in Ultraflex earlier this year. Crazy, crazy good quads. Really nice guy, yeah, really nice guy. Him and his girlfriend.
He's 34. No way. He's not like sorry.
34 years old. Please welcome.
He looks younger than 34 and in a good way in his like face and stuff.
Brilliant complexion.
Brilliant complexion, yeah. He has also got an unbelievable physique.
Yeah.
Handsome fella and great quads.
Yeah, it's wild. Like he's very, 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 very big in person. Keith.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
Come on, Chris.
26.
How many people don't know his name's Chris?
Yeah, I know. Several.
Like Chris McCready.
2022. Please welcome.
He's impressive, man.
He is very good, yeah. Big boy.
Nice.
Hamstrings, holy.
Yeah, he's got a crazy good side leg.
Nice.
Wow. Guess deadlifting 700 pounds doesn't do too bad.
Yeah. He doesn't typically tuck his glutes, at BNBF shows because they're not a huge fan of
Really?
like sort of pushing the glutes into basically full hip extension. He kind of keeps the glutes kind of pushed back
Yeah.
like an anterior tilt. But I think here is he just has to show the glute detail, in
Oh,
this
for
kind of
sure.
line.
There's the
Ramon.
champ. So it seems that the average age of these competitors is like 27.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that just crazy, It's nuts.
Bodybuilding champion.
I don't know exactly. Yeah, late 30s, yeah. Ben's probably one of the oldest in the lineup.
Big fan of the trophy that they give out too. That sword that you guys can maybe see through the middle there. It's
Yeah.
like stuck in stone. Be something that traveling home with might be a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, that's the type of thing. If you're flying, you have to ship that.
Well, I saw Dirk, his broke, the one that he won there in
Yeah,
Dubai.
his Burj Khalifa trophy. Yeah,
That stuff's cool though, right? Like so much cooler than just a little
very cool.
medal.
Yeah.
Back on stage.
All right. Sounds like they're all coming out. Eight 807 people watching right now. That's a good sign for natural bodybuilding on a Saturday.
Yeah, it is.
So it's 2:30 for me right now. What's it for you then?
7:30 in the
Okay.
evening.
Okay.
Stand up for this.
Is that what is their time zone compared to you? Do you know?
They're an hour ahead, I think. So I think this is 8:30 now, 8:30 in the evening.
Oh wow, long day.
Yeah, long day.
What did you do with Ben through the day?
Again, it was for him pretty regular day of eating. Because we've been linear loading and looking at the look, fasted, post-workout, and at this time, about 8:30, I kind of
Okay.
knew that the look was super consistent.
Sure.
So it
Yep.
was a pretty regular day. We just dropped out the carbs in the meal pre-stage because he would basically just maxed out fullness. So
Gotcha.
we didn't
Gotcha.
um we didn't want to push things too much harder.
Yep. Do you have any
He'll
pre-stage traditions with your clients at all as far as food sources, pre-workout, anything like that?
obviously more of that what they've always been eating,
Yeah.
um, and just keeping it relatively low volume.
Yeah.
So normally I like to go down the route of like rice-based products, very low protein on the show today. For some people, even zero protein.
Yep.
Um, and sometimes a little higher fats as well, especially if I've already got them to the level of fullness that I want, and I just want to
Yeah.
hold them where they're at. Just
Yeah.
taper up the fats a touch, not drastically, but just a little bit. So
Yep.
we did that a touch with Ben in the last couple of meals. Um, but yeah, like I said, he's so easy to peak. Like comparison to some others, he's very straightforward.
Yep. Man, Keefe on the far side here, second in from the right. He's huge.
He's taking up a lot of space, isn't he, man? He's
That's
taking up
a
a lot of
that's
room
a
on that
big
side.
boy. Damn.
See, yeah,
What do you think of like positioning on those quarter turns? Because there's a lot of differences on stage. A little bit of bent
yeah,
leg,
there's a lot
some
of
straight
difference in that.
leg. Yeah.
I think you just got to hit it how your physique favors, the
Yeah.
quarter turns. Some people hit it with a lot of rotation, some people hit it with less. Some people stay very sort of like shoulders even, some people lift a shoulder.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
just depends what works for you. I'm really liking the fact that Ben's right now, like right next to Daniel. That's kind of a nice, handy thing.
Yeah. That's a nice little that
Look at
four
a
right
little bit of
there.
just the maturity of Ben's tissue when they
Yeah.
scroll like next to them. Like that's something that is a little difference between Ben and some of the other guys in the lineup is that the maturity of the tissue is different.
Chest.
Fighting
But
off
you
all
can't
these young
ignore the
bucks.
fact that these guys are on this. They're all on very high level muscularity. So it's not muscularity gaps. It's like, but there
Yeah.
will be little maturity gaps when you see things up close.
Yeah. Yeah. So you got Ben, then Daniel, Kevin, Julian. That kind
Julian,
of four right there. That's a good.
that's a nice four, yeah.
Yeah. Get Keefe beside them would be good. Ramon looks good on the far end.
He does.
He's not
Ramon
looking
looks
small.
very good.
He's taller, isn't he? He looks to be a bit taller.
Yeah, he's a good bit taller than Keith. Yeah. So Keith's
Yeah,
about
there's
my height.
there's Ben there. Yeah, you can see that just that little bit, eh?
Daniel's very crisp. Julian's very crisp. They're like so yeah, Keith's glutes are super sharp.
Let's spread.
Julian's huge.
Julian's massive.
Wow.
Julian's standing out big time right now.
It's interesting, you know, when you are tall but you can fill that frame out,
Oh my goodness.
it's impressive.
Julian's like quad volume is off the charts.
Yeah,
When you see like vastus lateralis that looks like massive from this far back,
that's right.
it's like we're like what, like 20, 30 feet back
Yeah,
away
we're in
from
the
these guys right
nosebleeds
now on
right
this
now.
camera. He is unbelievably impressive.
Wow.
Thank you, guys. We are
11 very high quality athletes.
Yeah, let's see what they do now. Wow, Julian is absolutely huge.
Kevin loves that like classic kind of little off step
Yeah,
when he
the twist.
poses.
Yeah,
so lead to the front, just straight forward. I need Ben,
Nice.
Daniel, Kevin, Julian.
and so in his own world, he didn't even hear his own name called out. Come on, Ben.
Wake up, let's go. Come on. Confidence.
Need to be confident now, Ben. Sorry, this is going to turn into me cheering on Ben.
That's all right. That's all right. This would be good
Review the
insight.
show. What are we thinking?
One little step back. So you got perfect lightning.
Come on, Ben. He looks, yeah, he's even relaxed. Everything's popping.
Biceps.
Everything's got volume to it.
Yeah. Yeah, even like the way the camera's panning from the back, right? You're getting so much different viewpoint of the show.
Yeah, it's quality. Okay, so for me, so far, front double bicep, Julian wins
Yep.
by quite a mile. Front lat spread,
Front lat, I think you'll be hard pressed to edge him out with his quads, right? Ben looks really good in that front lat spread though.
front lat spread, Julian wins the shot.
He said, Ramon, Sergio.
Go on, Ramon.
No,
Oh.
no, no, no. Sorry. I will have it with the starting numbers. Number 9, number 11. Raise your hands.
Ramon moving in.
Yep.
Give me your. Oh, sorry. We are switching again.
Ben.
Raise your hand, Kevin. 4, Ben. Raise your hand. Raise your hand.
Let's go.
Kevin. And
Oh, wait.
switch.
Go. Sorry.
That's all right. Here we
This will
go.
be a nice comparison now.
Yeah.
Again, front double biceps.
Come on, Ben.
That vacuum on
Still Julian.
Julian's. Yeah.
Still Julian by a mile. But I'm having Ben right now 2 or 3.
Yep.
Size wise and condition wise. Still Julian. Julian's so good, man. Wow.
Yeah. That's impressive.
When you look that much bigger against already guys that are massive,
Yeah.
he's next level. He is next level big.
Side
Come on,
chest.
Ben.
Nice. Ramon looks
And
good in that
density
shot.
across Ben's top line. Midsection. Good.
Damn.
Yeah, Julian's clearing the shop.
Number 11 and number 5. Raise your hand.
All right. Daniel moving in. Not surprised.
Yeah. So I think they're kind of probably.
The back.
I think Ben would be holding second right now.
I think so. That's great density on Ben's back, man. But Julian's super sharp. You know, he's
Yeah.
clear as day there.
Definitely the most complete.
Give me a back lat spread.
Yeah, you see like just the lower lats, nice, good. Yeah, it's close. I want to see Ben also next to Daniel a bit more because I think it's close between those two.
Yeah.
But I honestly don't think it's close between anyone and Julian right now.
No. No, I think Julian's walking away with this one.
Yeah, man.
So maybe right now, Julian, Ben, Daniel, Ramon, Chris. I think that's your top five at the moment.
Yeah. You know what? The most muscular is not that he's not winning it by a country mile, but he is still winning it.
Yeah,
Ben's got great volume to like and like detail to his pecs. That's good. That's good. I'm really chuffed with that.
very well
That's great.
done.
Oh,
Kevin, one more time. That pre-workout's still going.
yeah, Kevin's running on a gram of caffeine.
Jonas, Oliver, Florian, Kevin
I don't know
again.
if you can see the YouTube chat on the side, but everybody's going nuts over Julian right now.
Yeah, I'm also not surprised. My chat's not my chat's not loading. Oh, I have to subscribe.
Thanks.
Okay, so Kevin's been called
They
back
brought
into this.
yeah, they
That's
brought Kevin back
definitely
out.
what is that? The top five at the back or top four? Top five.
That's five.
Oh,
Number
It
two,
just it just goes to show you, like every organization's got their world champion or their top this, their top that, and some of them will never cross paths, but you just wonder where would Julian land at the Yorton Cup or where would Julian land at Worlds or whatever, right? Like there's certain athletes that you just want to see them next to each other. Give me the show of shows. Give me,
big
Magnum for
time.
the OCB and Julian for the ANBF and
Yeah,
who won Worlds last year? Oh, Brian DaCosta. Like get them all in the lineup. Let's see who the best is, but we'll probably never see it.
yeah, I know, man. It's a shame, but I think we're getting closer with shows like this.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is inviting. This is welcoming. This is you've got a pro card. You're great. Come to our show. We'll give you great hospitality. We'll give you a great stream. We'll give you an amazing venue. We'll give you everything you want. This is what you need. Like this is
Yeah.
welcoming. We need opportunities like this that are welcoming.
Yep. 100%.
side triceps.
The boys
So
back there just chopping it up.
Kevin looks amazing. Kevin looks incredible, right? But it just goes to show the levels when someone of Kevin's standard is not going to hit a top five here.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that, it shows how crazy the sport is. It's
Yeah.
like there's so many levels to the game.
Someone commented
I
there,
am,
I'd love to see Julian versus Patrick Toish.
oh yeah, man, that would be nuts.
Have you ever seen Patrick in person?
Nope, nope. I'd like to though, of
That's right.
course.
Yeah. So much talent.
Montips Arena. And your favorite most muscular.
Oh,
Wow. Really, really good show. Crazy.
yeah, very solid. Sergio looks great. I think he's obviously only going to get better as the season goes on. Um, I think it's João from Portugal. He also looks great. I think he won the BMF Scottish overall. Great physique. I think again with more muscle, he'll go seriously far.
Yeah. Yep. Wonder if they're gonna do another call out.
Please do a two-man.
Yeah.
Do you reckon? I reckon they're going to call three now.
We got some moving. Yeah, I think Julian Ben Daniel maybe call him out one
Yeah,
more
yeah,
time.
Julian Bet Daniel. They'll call a 3, I reckon.
Let me have in the center, Julian.
Yeah.
Right next to him, let me have Daniel. Then I need Ben.
Come on.
Let me get Chris.
Oh,
Okay.
maybe top 5 one more round.
Yep.
Kevin.
Oh, pulled back in Kevin.
So that bump Ramon.
Yep.
Interesting.
Come on, Ben.
Front double biceps. Front lat spread.
Julian's just so big.
So big.
What's Ben weigh for perspective for people?
He is this morning 194 pounds,
Wow.
88.7 kilos.
Wow. So you gotta
Yeah.
assume maybe Julian's knocking on 200.
He's got to be 200. And unless he's got the craziest like bone structure that the muscle just like hangs.
Maybe he's got
But
hollow bones like a bird.
yeah.
How tall is Ben?
He's not that tall.
He's not
5'9".
super tall, like 5'9", yeah.
Oh damn. God, I would have put him at like
Yeah.
6 foot. That's impressive. That's a lot of muscle then if you're only 5'9".
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a pretty big monster as well in person.
Back lat spread.
Daniel's not small, but next to Julian.
Mate, I know this is it. This is it. How crazy big is he to make Daniel look a little smaller, you know?
And your favorite, most muscular.
Wow.
Oh,
Thank you,
Seriously
gentlemen.
impressive.
Line up.
seriously good, yeah. I love the way Ben walks on stage. He always looks like he's like, it's a burden to carry the muscle he carries. He's walked like that since day one. Like I remember seeing Ben at his first ever show. Yeah, crazy. You know, he won his like DFAC pro card in the same year that he did like his first ever show.
Wow.
So he can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm from memory. I believe it was 2016, and he competed as a novice, won the BNBF overall, won the novice class of the BNBF finals. I don't think he won the overall at that BNBF finals. I think he then went to Worlds and got his pro card there at DFAC Worlds.
Right.
But yeah, he was just like one of those guys that has been weight training for so long, and then it's like, oh yeah, I'll do a show.
Yeah, take
Oh
a
yeah,
crack at
I'm
it.
like world class straight away.
Yeah. How do you think I'll do in the novice? You'll probably do all right.
Yeah, seriously good.
Damn impressive show. Really impressive.
Yeah, so Ramon, I think, is obviously just come shy of the top 5 here.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have anybody else in this show?
In ANBF,
Yeah.
no,
No.
but I do have a guy doing men's physique in the US. And then I'd have Jacob Delara doing NPC today as well.
What show in the US?
That's Brett.
He is doing the. Let me just pop up the exact name of the show.
Absent thighs. Favorite most muscular. Very much. Please back to the lineup.
All right. Do we get a top three?
Need some additional call outs.
Ah, oh
Here we
God.
go. They're not done yet.
Let me have in the center, Chris.
Ben.
Then I need Kevin.
Oh,
Interesting. Maybe fighting for maybe fourth.
I need Ramon.
okay.
Maybe that 4 to 6 spot.
Yeah, 4 to 6. So that's good. That's confirmed Ben in that top 3.
Awesome.
Okay, who do we have here? Front double.
Chris is jumping out at me in front double. Same with front lat.
To me, I don't want to sound like I'm overly critical. He's got a better physique than me, but like to me, Kevin's moving too much. Like he hits the shot, but then he's moving and
Yeah.
changing. Like look at the side chest. Like he's not actually stayed in the pose.
Yep. Yep.
There's too much movement going on.
Yeah, you got to
I
give
hate
the
sounding like
judges
a
an
critic
opportunity
like
to
this,
see
but
it.
you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
Keith, midsection.
Yeah.
It's not super crisp. If it was, he'd I think maybe even be further up. Smoked. Like back double bicep wins that shot all day.
Yep. So much muscle in that like mid to low back.
Yeah, man. Big time. Yeah. 300 kilos doesn't move itself off the floor, you know. That's what I was saying. Yeah, for me, Chris takes this, but I don't know whether they'll dock him just because of the like mid to lower abs.
Do you think that's a peaking error, a development error? What do you think? Structure?
I don't want to comment on peaking because it's just I don't want to comment on the peaking. I think maybe a muscularity thing.
Sure.
Just maybe he needs more muscle in the abs. But I don't know enough about his peaks to comment.
It's abs is a muscle group that people I find don't realize that like can be bigger and improve a lot of poses.
Big time.
I've probably done more ab training the last like 12 months than I have in the last 4 years, and like I can see a difference.
Good stuff.
Like so many people also have no abs.
Yeah.
Unless you like growing up in like gymnastics or something.
Yeah, that's true. Like I said, like if you do a sport that requires a lot of like your core, like gymnastics or stuff, like you end up with a core. But
Yeah.
if you don't do that when you're younger, like I didn't do that. I sat in a cart and raced a cart, you know. So
Yeah.
like I didn't do shit for my abs.
Yeah.
I did loads for my forearms, but
Yeah.
not for my abs. So and the calves with the brake pedal.
I was about to follow up that. I was going to follow that question. You've always had decent calves, so clearly it's the pedaling,
I
eh?
think that was more from cycling. I used to cycle everywhere. So
Guys, let me have a quarter turn to your right.
are they done?
They're putting them to work.
I think this is lengthily judging, but not quite as lengthily as Worlds.
Yeah, worlds they don't take that lightly.
Worlds, I think they try to
Just try to break
imprison
you.
you. They try to literally kill you. It's like 45 minutes, I think 55 minutes was the lightweight class at Seattle.
Do you think that's a bit much?
I don't want to be quoted on this because it's obviously on a recording, but I think it was enough to decide some of the placings that were outside of like from like maybe third down. But
Sure.
for me, the top two were super clear. For me,
Right.
the top two could have been decided within 1 or 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Further down, I think they could have maybe done extra call outs and given, Dirk a bit of a rest.
Who do you recall who was second? Dirk obviously was the winner. Who do you recall who was second?
Uh, you know what? I don't actually.
Yeah, I can't recall either.
I can't recall. Maybe I believe he was an Asian guy. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But I won't. Yeah, I won't remember the exact name.
So, Tipps Arena.
Julian Chung, maybe that's who it was.
Maybe it was Jack Chan. Maybe he's already made his pro debut.
There we go. Well, they've shuttled him off stage, so Julian for the win. I think we can unanimously agree.
Yep.
And then debating Ben or Daniel second.
It's Daniel versus Ben. So here we go. It depends how they judge it. So if they go for like kind of hardness and maturity,
Yep.
they'll go for Ben. If they go for wow muscularity, especially from the front and the side, they'll go for Daniel.
Yep.
But I think Ben, for me, without bias, does edge it out a little bit on the live stream because he does win both the back double bicep and the back lat spread, at least definitely from the waist up with lower lat density and just general thickness.
Yep.
But I also could see reason for Daniel going second because he does have sharper glutes than Ben at this moment in time. I know that for sure because I've seen the pictures of Daniel and his glutes from mid to upper glute are leaner than Ben's mid to upper glute. But, for Ben, we'll get that at the right time. I think Daniel's closing in on the end of his season.
Right.
I don't think he's definitely not going to Worlds because I don't think he's competing with WMF anymore after the whole situation. But Ben will have more to give for the next few shows.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's all about pacing, right?
Oh shit! I managed to delete the audio. Sorry, Leroy. What did you say?
It's pacing and how much pacing through a season matters, right? Like you can't be 100% for months on end, and people seem to forget that. You got to kind of pick which ones you're going to really start to press the gas for and which ones you're going to just be like, all right, I know I'm not perfect today, but obviously for Ben, like he's a top 3 regardless of him not being 100%, which speaks to his quality.
Yeah, and you know what, mate? Even with a competitor with Ben's level of acumen and like level of knowledge, level of awareness, how many preps he's done, he was still messaging me today, quite anxious, quite worried, quite concerned he wasn't lean enough, and he was like, "I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be lean enough to like make the top 3 at this lineup." And I was like, I said to him, mate, I promise you, you are lean enough to be in the mix.
Yeah.
Whether you make the top 3 or not depends how everyone turns up.
That's right.
But it is about pacing, mate. And what I learned visually from following his last prep is that he was 100% for the first show and he looked great and he smashed it, but he progressively didn't get any better for the later ones. And in fact, the biggest thing that hit for him that fades is his quad fullness. His quad fullness just dies on him. And his legs then look really lean, but really stringy.
Yeah. They lose that
pop with the amount of muscle he's got in his upper. When his legs look stringy, it throws off the balance.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah. Things people don't think about.
Yeah.
So while we're watching these posing routines come through before they do announcements, can we chat about plans for you, or is it under wraps?
Absolutely. Oh no, nothing's under wraps at all, mate. So yeah, quickly go through my plans. So I'm starting prep, pretty much 26 weeks out from the first show, which will be at the end of May, 25th of May. That'll be a UK FBA show, obviously on UK soil. That show will be like a kind of it will act as a qualifier for the INBA PNBA World Championships here in the UK.
Yep.
And for me, because I've been on the international team before, I could just go and enter the World Championships, but I want to prove to myself that I'm still of the current standard, and I want to do that show and like build momentum. I don't want
Yeah.
to just go straight into, what is a pretty high level of competition. So I want to use that as the first show, build some momentum, still be like very close to 100% there. Maybe with a little bit more to give for them the next show, which will be the INBA PNBA Worlds in Barcelona. And then in and amongst that, we'll see, mate. We'll see if I can land up another show, potentially with other federations. Then I'd like to look into that.
Yep.
It's all depends on timings,
Yeah.
but I'm super excited, mate. I'm a much better position in a load of different ways. So
You're
yeah,
not losing 50 pounds in 25 weeks.
not that man.
I
Loz
remember.
ain't prepared for that one either. Never again. All right,
Yeah, that was a
let's.
rough one, wasn't it?
It was, mate. Yeah, yeah, and you don't realize how rough it was until you finish it. Really,
Yeah. Yeah, till you're on the other side.
that's it. Yeah. So for Ben, even on the live stream, you can see it's just like it's going to be more mid to upper glute detail. Like glutes already there from the side. Everything's ready from the front and side. To be fair, that's been ready for a while.
That's a
Look at
good
the
angle right there.
grains in the
That's
front, man.
sharp.
Look at that.
That's sharp.
The grain. Dense from the back. He's always been a big puller, Ben, even though he's had some pretty savage lower back injuries in the past.
Oh,
He's
really?
managed to stay during prep. Oh, there you go. Upper glute actually looks really good there. Yeah, so he's had a lot of issues with his lower back in the past. I remember before one show where I wasn't coaching him, um, but like he just had a really bad like kind of relapse with his back issue, and yeah, I was barely able to move the day before his show. So he's had a
Oh,
lot of
wow.
issues. He's still
Train
managed to work around it.
Training related or outside?
I think a combination of different things really that cause
Right.
those.
Yeah.
See cubic. Different physiques.
Yeah. There's a
Cubic
lot
super
of
sharp.
apples and oranges in this lineup.
Not that Daniel's weak anywhere because he's so big, but if he is weaker anywhere, to me, it's his back from the waist up.
Yeah.
Like I think he just could be more voluminous in his lower lats and even in the upper back as well. But
Yep.
that shouldn't sound like a critique. It's more like it's because everything else is so good. His arms, delts, chest. He's
Yeah.
brought up his quads a lot, in my opinion. His glutes are sort of massive. His hamstrings hang to the floor. So it's like everything else is so good
Yeah.
that just needs that little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah. And in these more competitive lineups, right? Like you're looking at Daniel competing against guys that are clearly extremely high level competitors. So it's like, well, what's missing, right? Compared to other people. And if you're trying to find something, that might be the only thing that you're really starting to rip apart.
Yeah, agreed. 200, please. Thank you. What do you think about having a camera guy on stage?
During this kind of stuff's probably not the end of the world. I think if it was during, comparisons where it's gonna obstruct the judging,
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't think that's a good idea, but I mean, right now, they got the drone literally like a foot from them.
Got a drone as well. Yeah.
Whatever. It's gonna make for some cool photos. This kind of stuff, I assume at this show is probably not judged like at most shows. So, if it's gonna give the athletes a good experience and good photos and stuff to document the day with, then hell, go for it. Do you have anybody else besides Ben in Denmark?
Not right now,
7.
but that could change next week because we have
Okay.
UK finals, where more people can qualify.
Who do you have
So
in that?
I have a huge team. I have pretty much everyone I've got this weekend.
Wow.
So I'll have like seven guys, and then one girl. Lot. Yeah.
Laws. Final show for Laws? Or no?
Highly likely, yeah. Highly
Yeah.
likely, yeah. So
How's it been?
there's 15 figure girls in our lineup, mate.
Woo!
Yeah.
How's it been coaching your girlfriend?
It's been a lot of fun, to be honest with you. It's been a delight, yeah. It's been a lot of fun.
Good.
Yeah, so she's just really, really smashed it, to be fair, mate, 'cause it wasn't really meant to be like a prep.
Yeah, it was kind of I mean, I was surprised when I see it because I recall her saying, 2025, maybe even 2026 was
Yeah.
originally planned.
Yeah. So yeah, it ended up being a bit of a shitty timeline, to be honest with you. But we've had a lot of chats about it in the sense that like sometimes a shittier timeline can make you so much more hardened up to the process, because if you can get to the stage with a crappy timeline
Yeah.
and have to push yourself a little harder than you might have wanted to, and have
Yeah.
to lose a little bit more weight and still love it, you
Yeah.
will love a prep with a really good timeline.
Oh, for
So
sure. Yeah.
pros and
Blessing in
cons.
disguise.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I wouldn't change it. And she still brought really good looks to all respective shows. And, she's going to bring her best look to this last one. So it still worked out very well. And equally, there can be some cons sometimes of a perfect timeline, because sometimes you can be way too lean, like 2-3 months out. And
Yeah.
especially as a female, like that is a dangerous spot just as much as having to lose a bit too much weight.
Yeah.
Like if you're super, like if you're like close to figure lean, or close to, even bad, even worse, like close to physique lean or women's bodybuilding lean for too long, that's just not a healthy spot to be. So,
Yeah.
no, I'm happy with it, mate. It's been good.
So then she'll be coaching you for this season, I assume.
Yeah, she will. She'll take the
Take the
coach
reins.
role. Oh, she's coming back every now and then. No, she
I didn't have an input there.
yeah, no, she has actually got a really good eye. Like the 20 to the 21 prep, she definitely had a good eye. I mean, she's gone to every single show, so
Yep.
she knows what I've got to look like. That's as
For
simple
sure.
as simple as and she also knows what I look like when I don't look good, what I look like when I do look good, what I look like when I'm tired, what I look like when I'm fresh, so
Yeah.
I think that eye is better than any eye that a coach could have for me,
For
unless
sure.
I've been working with a coach for like more than we've been together. So unless I've been working with a coach for like 5-6 years,
Yeah. Yeah.
then great. But obviously I haven't chosen to go down that path, so I haven't formed that coaching relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be good. But I'll also have very good trust in, Cuba at the gym if he ever has the time to look at me. Jack Thorburn at the gym if he has the time to look at me, which he does because he's basically living at the gym. Then,
You beat me to the joke.
yeah, he basically lives there. And then Ben Howard.
Yeah.
They're all
How's
people
Ben
that
doing?
he's doing really well, mate. He's going to be
Good.
prepping for the same shows as me pretty much next year.
Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be cool.
Yeah, he's back up there. He's fired up as well. He's really
Good.
fired up. I've not seen Ben like this for a while, where he's like highly motivated. So you should get him on a guest episode soon and just ask
Yeah,
him
for
about his
sure.
plan. He's always got an interesting view on both training, balancing life, all that kind of stuff. So it'd
Yeah.
be good to get a chat with him.
Mr. 3 days a week.
Yeah, I mean, you'll get to meet him at Worlds anyway as well.
Yeah,
So
that'll
he'll
be
be there.
really, really fun. I'm so looking forward to that, man. It's going to be just like a meetup of the minds.
I bet, man. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm so happy that you're coming.
When do you guys go? Like when do you get in? So for me anyways,
Uh,
it's about a 6 hour drive, so I'm driving down on the Friday.
okay. Um, so far as it's gonna be like I'm gonna arrive there on the Thursday.
Yep.
Probably around middle of the day. So I'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but I'm actually flying back on the Sunday because there's either a flight on the Sunday or there's
Yep.
a flight on like the Tuesday.
Mm,
So I'm flying back on the Sunday because obviously my guy is going to be on the Saturday. So um the Sunday I won't have anyone in those classes. So
you just have Ben?
I just have Ben right now, yeah. So
Are you
obviously, and
are
no
you
one else that
training
I
on
have.
Friday?
Highly likely, yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah. Really
Yeah, you better
full
wait for
body
me.
full body second.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keith looks really good here. I think his next show is the D flat quad finals.
What'd you think of Robert Thompson there? Excuse me.
Crazy, 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 crazy. A lot of volume to his physique. Way better than when I'd seen him last at WMBF Worlds. Um, ridiculous, like rec fem
That
striations.
upper quad, man. We saw it. I
Oh,
saw it in
ah,
person. I saw it in person at Mr. America last year.
yeah,
He's insane.
yeah, yeah. I've never seen that stuff before. It's like I was like, whoa, what's this? I like, of course, you see like vastus lateralis, cross striations,
Yep.
but to have cross striations like up in there, what the hell? I don't
Yep.
know. It's like a genetic mutation in his leg. Nuts.
Well, if that's one to have, you'd
Yeah,
be
man,
happy with
totally.
that one.
Yeah, that I love that shot. It's like a
Yeah.
Dorian shot, that like from the
Yeah.
back.
Have you ever
Yeah,
been
great.
to Das Gym that I've seen kind of advertised throughout this?
Yeah, three times I've been to that gym. One of the best gyms in the world. It's also like a museum.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing place. Definitely worth the visit for anyone that's in that local area,
Yep.
or even wanting to fly in. And I'm actually lucky enough to do a seminar there in December as well. So Loz is going to be going out there for the first time to see it, and I'm going to be
Yep.
doing a very similar seminar to the one that I did in Italy. So
Yep.
it should be
Yep.
really good.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, man. I mean, I've seen it on, obviously competitors, Instagrams and stuff like that, but throughout this live stream, they've had, video reel of it and stuff like that. And God, they've got a restaurant in there, a meal prep
Yeah.
place. They got 6 floors, it looks like. It's wild. All right. We're about to hand out some awards. Okay, final call. Julian first. You got
Ben
Ben or
second.
Dan? Ben second. All right. All right.
I've got to go with. I'm afraid there is some bias there, but I've got to back my man. Ben
Well,
second, Daniel third.
I'll play devil's advocate then. We'll give it to Daniel for second,
Yeah, I
just
knew
to
you
make
were
this
going
interesting.
to do that. And then who are we saying for fourth then? Keith?
I'd give it to Keith to be fair, especially like just
Same.
looking right now, that front relaxed on him. He just looks very
Yeah,
impressive.
yeah.
And then you know what? Maybe Ramon. Oh, I don't know what's going on right now. Another call out.
Yep.
Then next to him, Sergio,
Oh, this is outside top five. So there you go.
Florian, Oliver, and Jonas.
Well, that's really good for Ramon then. Just winning, an hour ago and now placing top five.
Huge. Yep.
Guys, do you still
He
got
should be very
energy
happy with that.
left?
I mean, he's beaten there Sergio and Kevin,
Double
both of
biceps.
which are extremely good, so he should be
Yeah.
very happy with that.
Front lat spread. Side chest. Side triceps.
Finale, ladies and gentlemen. Come on.
Back double biceps. Back left spread. A little bit of weed mixed with some hot liquor, some vodka that jumped off my heart. We get in a shock when I get shocked at the hot little while I got so when I'm not cooperating. When I'm rocking it, people while he's operating.
Got the Eminem playing in the background.
It was pretty sick to be fair.
No Hans Zimmer for AJ at this show.
I'd love a bit of Hans Zimmer here. I think that would go very nicely as well. But you know, you can't have it all.
No. You get lighting or Hans Zimmer. You got to pick which one.
Thank you, gentlemen. Please back in the lineup.
Yeah, they've kind of done a call with like trying to figure out fifth, really, I think. Yeah, figure out fifth. Or maybe yeah, that was figuring out fifth, wasn't it? Oh no,
I think that was outside the 5.
Yeah, that was figuring out sixth.
To be fair, Keefe next to Julian, you know.
In the center, I need Julian.
Oh, are they going again?
All these guys are again. Goodness me, they have not decided, have they?
Daniel.
Maybe they're doing a 2-man here.
Then I need Ben.
Oh
Yeah.
no, 3-man. Good.
Let me have Chris.
Chris,
And Ramon. Yeah.
Come on.
come on.
Front double bicep.
They're going again.
Yeah.
Like 3 different ways of hitting a front double in that lineup.
Yeah, it's very, very, very different ways.
Side chest.
That's a good shot for Ben.
Very good. Very dense.
Side triceps.
See, what I'm intrigued about here is that they've not actually compared Ben to Keith or that
No.
much of Ben to Daniel either. A little
No.
bit of Ben to Daniel. A little bit of Ben to Daniel.
That's a cool frame.
So
Back left spread.
That gives you a bit of a perspective of how conditioned these guys are, because from this angle, it's hard
Yeah.
to see how hard they are. But when they
Yeah.
get that lighter pan around, like you can see all of them are just dug out.
yeah.
And your favorite, most muscular.
Grainy.
It's a lot of muscle.
Thank you, gentlemen. Back to the lineup.
And then they'll call out a 3-man call.
Later. Ben's probably feeling a bit tired now, I reckon.
Okay, one more time. I need Daniel
No way.
and Julian.
Here we go. Daniel's good, but I don't think he's edging Julian.
Double biceps.
Yeah, I think it's gotta be Julian, Daniel, Ben then.
Front leg spread.
I wonder if Daniel could get a bit more sweep if he cranked out a bit more on those knees.
Yeah. I think he's gonna have a hard time matching Julian's sweep.
Side triceps.
Julian just shoulder to shoulder. There's just so much
Yeah.
mass.
Steps.
Yeah, he gains ground from the back too, for
Yeah.
sure. For sure.
Big time.
Back, let's spread. Abs and thighs.
Auf geht's, Tipps Arena, lasst was hören.
And last but not least, your favorite, most muscular.
Impressive top two, that's for sure.
Very.
Morgens Finale stehen wir alle nochmal auf. Most muscular. Julian und
Thank you,
Daniel.
gentlemen. Please back in the lineup.
Wow. Something in the water over there, man.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Thank you, gentlemen. Please back in the lineup.
Has bodybuilding always been very, very popular in Europe?
Yeah, definitely for sure. I think Germany for sure, like Austria, Germany. Always been some great guys from there.
Yeah. There's definitely like I feel like a genetic component too, because you figure a lot of these guys like from
Yeah.
that Austria, Germany, like they all just are big and dense and impressive, right? Like I think that there's a genetic component to that people just
Yeah.
continue to forget about and think that they're all cheating. And it's like, man, they're they're kind of bred different.
Yep.
But before, let's have a
We'll pose down.
big toast down.
I think Julian's the only one that was pulling a vacuum in this lineup.
Yeah. It looks good on him as well, to be
It
fair.
looks damn good.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I think too, like when these shows don't do weight classes, you get to really see
Yep.
like how big some of these guys are.
Yeah. Agreed. I'm just gonna mute myself for 1 second, mate.
Yep. Such a good show. This was impressive for anybody watching that, you know, is new to natural bodybuilding or, you know, is curious of what the highest level of the sport looks like. You're seeing it right here. This is some of the best athletes on stage together, and the sport only continues to grow and get more and more competitive. And, you know, like AJ and I were chatting about earlier, a lot of these guys are under 30, which makes this even more impressive. You know, you've got Chris here on the end, under 30, Julian under 30, Daniel under 30, Ramon under 30, you know, maybe a couple of the other guys too that I don't know off the top of my head, but you know, you figure some of these top five athletes aren't even 30 yet. It's wild, right? And you know, we know that natural bodybuilders typically only get better as they get into those kind of mid to late 30s and into their 40s sometimes, right? So for some of these guys, they've still got, you know, a decade before they potentially hit their peak. Just it's wild. It's really, really impressive.
All right.
Can you hear that audio or can you hear your audio?
I've got everything now, so I can hear you. I can hear my
Okay.
audio as well. Turn it down a bit.
When you were muted there, I was talking about how some of these guys are barely 30 yet, and a lot of guys hit their peak in their late 30s, maybe even 40s. So some of these guys that are in that top five still have 10 years before they're at their best.
Yeah, exactly. That's just
Figure
just
that out.
just the craziness of it. Yeah, it's insane.
I think it's cool too, just with all the different opportunities for these athletes now. Like, there's so many different platforms you can excel on, different stages and different experiences
Yep.
you can get. Like, I feel like when I first got into the sport, there was kind of like one or two top level check boxes maybe you'd chase down. But now there's just so many things. I go into every season now with kind of like different goals that I kind of want to do
Yeah.
versus just having like one trajectory for my competitive career, right?
Yeah, I agree. A big time. Yeah, there only used to be a few.
Yeah.
And now my clients are messaging me every week with like, this show looked cool. Can we do this? Can we do
Yeah.
this? Can we do this? And before I know, I've got like them traveling all across the globe trying to
Yeah.
do these shows. So it's like there's a lot to choose from. You have to, of course, still be selective. But yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing for sure.
The landscape is constantly changing. Do you guys have any natural NPC shows in your area?
We do, but they're not so good. Um,
Mm. Like quality or
yeah.
testing standards?
I don't know about it. I'm not going to comment on the testing, but I'm just the quality and the care. I don't think they care. They don't care about the natural shows. They just care about making a bit more money, being honest.
Of course.
So, what was this?
I think this is just, yeah, they just call outside the top five and then they do awards.
Ah, yeah, sure.
Florian, Kevin,
Oh shit. Oh yeah, I guess we already knew that. We knew Kevin was outside.
Jeez. I don't think I'll be happy with that.
Sergio.
That gram of caffeine might be a bad move.
It's going to be wearing off. He did look great, to be fair, but yeah, it's just a super tough lineup.
Team something from you.
It's all who shows up, right? There's shows that,
Yep.
we've seen Kevin compete in that just completely wiped the floor with it. And then, you come to a show like this where there's, just as many really, really good competitors and, you know,
ANBF Elite Pro.
you
Yeah.
you don't get that top placing, but that just speaks to the quality you're against.
Yeah, exactly. Ah, he seems pretty happy, which is good.
I kind of like that they give at least some hardware to everybody. I think that's kind of nice.
Ah, it's good to see everyone. Even though they're outside the top five, they're all congratulating each other and they're just being good about it. That's always good to see because at the end of the day, it's not worth throwing your toys out of the pram and
Yeah.
being all like, reactive, super reactive in that situation. So
Yeah.
um that's great to see.
Thank you guys. It has been an honor to have you here on stage today.
Wow. Crazy, crazy that some of those guys were outside the top five.
It is, mate. Yeah, it is.
All right. Final call, fifth place. Who you got?
Ramon.
Ramon in fifth.
5 natural pro athletes. The fifth place goes to
Yeah.
Ramon
Yeah.
Limaca.
Yep. That's a good fifth.
Yeah.
That's a good
Again,
fifth.
coming off of
He should be
I
very
I
happy with that.
I imagine he's feeling it too, considering he was on stage this morning. Well, whatever time it was for them, but he was
Yeah, it was
already
literally like an hour before.
yeah, he already did a show today.
Yeah, yeah.
So Chris, we assume fourth.
Chris, yeah.
Number 4. goes to Chris McCready.
Respectable. Not mad at that.
Yeah. Very good.
And he's got DFAC still.
He'll do the DFAC World Finals, yeah,
Yep.
in 2 weeks' time.
Yep.
It's the same weekend as Denmark, unfortunately.
Oh, that would have been cool if he could have done that.
Yeah, it's a little clash. So there's some
Ah,
pros that would do
right.
Denmark, but are doing Worlds. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty clear Ben's gonna be third, right?
Yeah, I guess after that two-man call out.
Go on, Ben.
You should be happy with it.
Being awarded €700.
Hey.
A
Oh.
little bit of money.
Fast.
I take a percentage, so I'm joking. I'm joking.
You heard it here first, guys. AJ takes a cut from all winnings. Your first client in this show?
Yeah. I told him like look, I saw the production last year and I was like, man, we should do this.
Yeah. Throw it on the
He
list.
was game. So
That's the thing, right? I think you mentioned it earlier where, clients are probably seeing shows like this and they're like, hey, boss man, I know we weren't looking at other shows, but
yeah.
I want to do this. I want drone footage of me posing.
Yeah. Yeah. Dante was messaging me earlier today. He was like, that ANBF show looks like a target.
He's impressive. Shout out to him.
He's gonna be good, man. Give that kid a few years. Structure, symmetry, proportion, ability to get lean. Got it all. 2 weeks
and
second.
22 years old, Dante is?
22 years old. Yep.
Wild, man.
Yeah.
There we go.
Where's Ben's flag? He needs a flag.
Look at that. Just smiling ear to ear.
Clear winner for me with Julian Brewski. I knew from Instagram he was going to win the show. So when you know from Instagram, it's like, yeah. And like in the live stream, I'm not sure how it was in person, but that guy is quite far ahead.
Yep. Damn impressive. Well, man, I appreciate the impromptu watch party. It was
Pleasure,
good.
mate.
Yeah, no problem, man. Well, I guess I'll see you soon in Boston. Yep. I'm sure we'll talk 100%. Before then, but best of luck with starting prep. We'll be on similar trajectories, so I look forward to watching along.
Appreciate it, mate. You too.
All right. Okay, man. Have a great one. Bye.
Catch you soon. See you later.